Hello and welcome to today's edition of Action Video Game Talk. And as you can see, the opening was different, and we're kind of doing something different here. Now behind me is the actual Royal Rumble that happened this past Sunday, which was crap, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for video games. So we're going to get started, head right into the video game news.
The wait is over. Capcom has finally announced worldwide release plans for Monster Hunter 4. Now the only wait ahead is for the game to actually be released. As part of the special Monster Hunter event held in Japan, Capcom and Monster Hunter producer released an announcement that Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate will come out in North America and other Western game markets exclusively on the Nintendo 3DS in early 2015.
Now I don't currently have a 3DS or 2DS, and I have not played the Monster Hunter series at all, but I know there's probably some people out there that have played the game and are probably interested in this announcement of the Monster Hunter 4 coming to the US. And to me, it'll be nice, a nice addition to the 3DS, 2DS library. So, on to the next one.
Microsoft has acquired the rights to existing and future Gears of War titles from Epic Games. Along with the transfer comes a new hire that is no stranger to Microsoft and the series. Rod Ferguson, according to statements provided by Polygon, Vancouver studio Black Tusk will be heading up development with Ferguson, sorry if I'm getting the name wrong, playing a key studio leadership role. Microsoft tells the outlet that it isn't ready to discuss the future of the Gears of War series quite yet, but the announcements will be coming this year. As for Epic, the studio will be focusing on new projects.
So right now, Microsoft owns Gears of War, if what this news is saying. And apparently they're having this Rod Ferguson more or less be the lead guy in charge of it or something. But I've played all the Gears of War games, including the Judgment one, which a lot of people didn't like. I've always enjoyed the Gears of War series. The question is, will they be making another one for the 360, or will they be just trying to get the next one onto the Xbox One? But either way, they're going to have another great Gears of War game.
Madden NFL 25 might not be the real thing, but as a predictive measure, the series has an impressive track record. EA's football sim has correctly picked 8 of the past 10 Super Bowl winners. If this Sunday's matchup in New Jersey plays out like the simulation in Madden 25, the Broncos and Seahawks will play the game into overtime. A final field goal sends Denver home with the trophy. It's important to note that the meteorologists disagree about the weather conditions. A shifting weather pattern is making it difficult to predict if the skies will be clear or if precipitation will be a factor. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting stormy, heavy rain and snow for February 2nd.
Now me, I am a bit of a Madden NFL fan as far as the video games. And from what I've known in the past about this is that, as the news stated, the game itself has picked 8 out of the past 10 Super Bowl winners. That's a good little stat right there. But if this is right, if it's a keyword, because they kind of go into detail, and I don't know if that this is actually going to happen at the Super Bowl, but it said it'll end up being a tie and going to overtime, and a field goal determines the winner for the Broncos. Now, me, I enjoy the Madden games when I get a chance to play them. I'm not a hardcore Madden player like some people are. But yeah, showing this simulated Super Bowl is a nice little thing to lead up to the Super Bowl itself. I know I will be watching the Super Bowl mostly for the commercials. And since most of the halftime shows have been crap, I'll probably be switching over to the Animal Planet's Puppy Bowl. the actual meteorologists aren't too sure about the weather conditions, considering how it's been around here lately with all this weird winter weather. I wouldn't be surprised if there is snow in the forecast for the Super Bowl.
The Halo movie may still be dead, but 343 Industries and Microsoft are still at work producing a series of live-action shows based on the shooter. If rumors are true, viewers who tune into the Steven Spielberg-produced Xbox One series will get a little taste of what might have been. According to the Latino Review, District 9 director Neil Blomkamp is directing the pilot episode of the Halo series. If you recall, he directed several live-action promotional shorts for Halo, and was attached to the film back when it was still a firm possibility.
Now, this is only a rumor, not fact. It hasn't been verified through Microsoft or 343 Industries yet. But if this rumor is correct, it's a nice little thing for showing what could happen with a live-action Halo, whether it would be TV series or movie. Especially with this guy, he did some what says promotional shorts for Halo, which I'm guessing was for the Halo, maybe the Halo 3 ODST, and I think Halo 4 live action stuff. I think they had all kinds of like promotional live action of like other people talking about the battles that Master Chief was in, kind of around the games. But yeah, this will be a good thing for the Halo TV series that they're planning, let alone tease what could happen in a live-action movie.
After a big month for PlayStation Plus in North America, the last Tuesday in January begins with one game, Smart As well as a sale on a number of Final Fantasy games. The Vita brain training game, Smart As, will be added to the Plus Instant Game Collection starting January 28th.
So this January month has had a huge month of like games for PlayStation Plus members in the US. And apparently this week is only having one game for the Vita, and that's Smart As. And most people know who have played the game and have a Vita know that the Smart As game is more or less one of these brain training type of games. I mean, it's a nice little thing for Vita owners who have the PlayStation Plus. And some of the deals that they have on sale for the Final Fantasy games, I'm looking at the list right here. You're looking at like Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 9, I mean even Final Fantasy 14. The collector's edition, and like Disgaea, if I'm saying that right, Disgaea. Yeah, usually the deals that they have on the PlayStation org for PlayStation Plus members is great. And you know, with the other freebies that are going to be ending soon, the Don't Starve for PS4, which I didn't really enjoy when I got it for the PS4. And then Devil May Cry for the PS3, that was a nice little game.
Listings for Beyond Good and Evil 2 and an untitled Batman game for Xbox One and PlayStation 4 have popped up on a German Gamestop website. There are no further details beyond the platforms both games will be released on. But if you're anything like us, you'll be forgiven for not hoping the Batman title might be that rumored 2014 Rocksteady Arkham game the internet caught wind of last year. You know, the one that original Arkham voice actor Kevin Conroy kept accidentally alluding to. The timings line up if such a game does indeed exist. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is allegedly still live, albeit very, very quietly so. It's somewhat hard to believe that there have been hard facts on its release sent to retailers, and this could all just be a simple human error, as we've seen with these sorts of things before. Well, as far as this, I guess, accidental listing on GameStop Germany's website, yeah, it could just be human error, and hopefully that's all it is. If this is true, if is the keyword, a Batman game coming out for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 is awesome. A lot of people know about Beyond Good and Evil 2, but I don't know if they would do a retail version of it or not. I mean, I know a while back they were talking about doing like a digital version of it, but I mean, I guess we'll see. Until then, I think this is just an accident, human error. Sony and Rainmaker Entertainment has released the first trailer for the upcoming Sly Cooper film. In it, we see Sly, Murray, and Bentley, and a police chase. The film is being directed by Kevin Munro and animated by Rainmaker Entertainment. Rainmaker is perhaps best known for its work on the pioneering CG TV series Reboot. The company is also developing a film based on Ratchet & Clank. The Sly Cooper movie is scheduled for a 2013 release.
Now, just today, I saw the Sly Cooper teaser trailer. And when I saw it, to me, it showed a lot of the CGI Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie that happened most recently. And the fact that the guy directing it did work on the TMNT movie, just acknowledges it. And, it's like the company working on that animation also did the CG TV series Reboot. That's, oh my god. I really enjoyed the Reboot series. And then they're also working on a Ratchet & Clank film. But then again, weren't they also supposed to work on a Heavenly Sword one too? But yeah, this will be interesting. I mean, the teaser trailer had Sly, Murray, and Bentley in it. And it makes you wonder what else in the actual Sly Cooper saga they'll include.
The Elder Scrolls Online can be played without a PlayStation Plus subscription, according to the game's director. He took to the PlayStation blog to confirm that PS4 users will only have to pay the same monthly subscription fee that PC and Mac users will pay, no more. Elsewhere in the post, he confirmed that PlayStation 4 players would either be European or North American servers, and that they will be on separate servers to PC users. He also confirmed a beta would be coming to the console, and more details would be announced in due course. There's currently no definitive word on whether Xbox One users will have to be Xbox Live Gold subscribers in order to play the game, in addition to paying Bethesda's monthly subscription fees.
I mean, for PS4 owners to not have to worry about the PlayStation Plus membership is one less thing to worry about with the Elder Scrolls Online, but there's still, the Bethesda monthly subscription fees along with the internet service you're having to pay for it too. I mean, it would be simpler just to have the system versions be free to play.
Amazon apparently leaked the Elder Scrolls Online Imperial Edition. A user noticed the image, accidentally posted on the Dishonored Game of the Year edition listing, and posted on the video game forums about it. The set includes a Molang Bal statue, collector's edition box, map of Tamriel, and a 224-page guide called Emperor's Guide to Tamriel. The edition also has some exclusive digital content, such as a white Imperial horse, rings of Mara, a mud crab vanity pet, and the ability to play as an Imperial in any alliance. The photos have now been taken down, but the leak lives on in the internet. Now, for those wondering why there's just an audio part of this video with an image of me from the video itself, it's because I just got back from work and am not putting up the equipment to videotape or video record. Now, as far as this Elder Scrolls Imperial Edition leak, I don't think it's accidental. I figure they should have had this Imperial Edition up maybe a month ago, if not two. Especially with all these, extra stuff in it. A statue, an actual map, a guidebook, well, kind of a guidebook, and these digital contents. I hope something like this is actually available for the PS4 and Xbox One edition when it comes out. Sony has started sending invites to the private beta for PlayStation Now. Emails began to arrive at approximately 5 p.m. Pacific time on January 28th. According to the email, the beta includes exclusive access to test PlayStation's gaming streaming service before its full launch and the opportunity to provide your regular feedback to the PlayStation Now team. Sony recommends a wired internet connection and a 5 Mbps Mbps or higher speed broadband connection in order to participate. After accepting, invited users will receive a beta voucher and instructions in the coming days. The only question I have about this is, where's my invite? I mean, I don't know if my internet connection is this strong, even though I got ITV3. It is good to see that some of these beta invites have been sent out already, so that they can actually get the research done and get it figured out. Naughty Dog is allegedly working on The Last of Us 2, despite the fact that the first game remains ongoing, as well as the recent announcement of Uncharted for PS4. Releasing in 2015 according to Omelette, The Last of Us 2 is already in production for PlayStation 4. Given the studio's release patterns, The Last of Us sequel next year doesn't make sense, so take the rumor with a grain of salt. Naughty Dog is still scheduled to release The Last of Us's expansion on February 14th, while many other developers toil away on the next Uncharted. This leaves few resources for a sequel to The Last of Us, on new hardware no less. Furthermore, given development cycles, it's unlikely that a project such as this would be out of pre-production and in full development. As far as what this Omelette website or whatever is reporting, no, I don't believe it. It sounds like a bunch of bull to me. I mean, the only thing that I believe is that The Last of Us 2 could be for PS4, and that Naughty Dog could be in talks to start, I guess, pre-production or whatever, but them being in full production right now with the first actual single-player DLC coming out soon, no, this is a bunch of BS. But yeah, I could see The Last of Us 2 coming out for PlayStation 4.
So that's it as far as the news for us, and we got this one little section that we're starting today, and we're going to be talking about major releases that came out this week. Okay, so out this week we have Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z. That's out on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and download for Vita. They have a download for the Vita. They couldn't make a cartridge for it for the Vita. Call of Duty Ghosts Onslaught DLC for the Xbox 360 and Xbox One first. Apparently the Tomb Raider Game of the Year editions for Xbox 360 and PS3 are supposed to be out, since I think the definitive editions came out for the PS4 and Xbox One, I think late last week. And the DC Universe Online has its newest DLC, War of the Light, Part 1? Which is for PlayStation 3 and PS4. So I don't know if that's going to have like 2 parts, or maybe it's supposed to be just War of the Light by itself. So, well, that's going to do for this episode. Once again, you can follow us on the Facebook page. If you want to, you can go and leave some comments down below on anything you want to talk about with the video game news that either has happened this week, maybe a previous video that we've done. Otherwise, until whenever we do the next video, which might be sometime this week again, or maybe next week. Until then, bye.
What am I looking at right now? Why are you hanging off the earth like a bat?